Hi, welcome back to my channel Upala's class. In the last video, we have seen the algebra of complex numbers, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Now we will see some more definitions based on complex number. That is, next one is inverse of a complex number. Inverse, inverse of a complex number. Complex number, right? So inverse means we have two types of inverse, that is additive inverse. First one is additive inverse, additive inverse, and the second one multiplicative inverse, multiplicative inverse. That is, if let us consider z is equal to x plus iy, then additive inverse is nothing but simply minus z, that is minus x minus iy, minus x minus iy. Example, if I if given z is equal to some 2 plus 3i, then additive inverse is minus z, that is equal to minus 2 minus 3i, just simply multiplying the given complex number with negative sign, that you will get additive of a complex number. And additive inverse, additive means additive inverse, this is in the same way multiplicative inverse, multiplicative inverse of a complex number. So that is, here additive inverse means minus z, multiplicative inverse means 1 by z. For example, as you know, z is equal to x plus iy, therefore 1 by z is equal to 1 by x plus iy into, rationalize it, because we need to get in the form of a plus ib finally. So to simplify it, multiply and divided by x minus iy. Now here numerator is x minus iy divided by denominator, what we will get, x plus iy into x minus iy, which is nothing but in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square, that is x square minus I square y square. But we know what is I square value? Minus 1. So x minus iy by x square plus y square, that is, since I square is equal to minus 1. So if z is x plus iy, then 1 by z is, that is multiplication inverse is x minus iy by x square plus y square. So if you want, you can do in this way, or you may directly write x minus iy by x square plus y square. For example, we'll see one example now. If same example you just take, z is equal to 2 plus 3i, then what is multiplicative inverse? 1 by z. So multiplicative inverse, that is 1 by z is equal to, so I told you directly you can write the x plus 2 plus 3 x plus iy into, for x plus iy it is x minus iy by x square plus y square. In the same way, that is 2 minus 3i by 2 square plus 3 square. You can directly write like this, or in the same way you can take rationalizing factor. Anything is okay. So 2 minus 3i by 2 square 4, 3 square 9, that is 13, which is equal to 2 by 13 plus minus 3 by 13i. Now it is in the form of a plus ib, something. So this is called multiplicative inverse. I hope you understood the difference between additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. Additive inverse means simply negative of the complex number. Multiplicative inverse is reciprocal, that is 1 by z. Next one is next definition. Next definition is conjugate of a complex number. Right. Conjugate. Conjugate of complex number. That is, if it is denoted by the letter Z bar, you may write it as Z bar. Conjugate. Just don't forget, this is conjugate. Right. So if Z is equal to x plus iy, then Z bar is defined as x minus iy. That is replacing I with negative I. In place of I, you substitute minus I. That will give us conjugate of a complex number. For example, take some example. If Z is equal to 3 plus 4i, then what is Z bar? That is, yes, in place of I, replace minus I. 4 into minus I, minus 4i. That is simply 3 minus 4i. 3 minus 4i. If Z is equal to minus 1 minus 3i, then Z bar is equal to minus 1 plus 3i. So in this case, if I want additive inverse, that is minus Z. Minus Z means minus 3 minus 4i. Right. So this is about conjugate. See, simply conjugate of a complex number means replacing I with minus I. I hope you understood the differences between inverse of a complex number and conjugate of a complex number. Next, we will solve some problems based on these concepts. And before that, I would like to tell you one important note point, which is very, very important. That is, suppose I'm generally we used to write Z as a complex number, correct? Z is a complex number, right? Z is equal to, if I say x plus iy, when this is real part, this is imaginary part, right? Now the point is, if Z is purely real, purely real, which means what? There is no imaginary part, which means imaginary part is equal to 0. Then what? Imaginary part of Z is equal to 0. That is, Y is equal to 0. Next, in the same way, if Z is purely imaginary, if I say if Z is purely imaginary, then what will happen if Z is a purely imaginary means real part, there is no real part. That means real part of Z is equal to 0. That is x is equal to 0. Just you have to remember these points, because in some problems we will use these concepts. So that's why please don't forget. Yes. Now we'll see some questions. That is question number 1. Question number 1. Right. Express 4 plus 2i divided by 1 minus 2i plus 3 plus 4i divided by 2 plus 3i in the form of a plus ib. So that means what? We need to simplify it, this whole thing, and we should express this whole thing in the form of a plus ib. That means it's a simple complex number form. So we need to express this in terms of a simple complex number, that is in the form of a plus ib. Okay, for this, what how to solve this scene. Right. See, Nana, here the first that means here two parts are there in the question. 4 plus 2i by 1 minus 2a. So there are many ways to solve this. One of the way is you can directly rationalize two parts separately. That means first part denominator rationalizing factor is 1 plus 2i. So 1 plus 2i by 1 plus 2i plus here 3 plus 4i by 2 plus 3i into 2 minus 3i by 2 minus 3i. Now numerator directly multiply this 4 into 1 normal multiplication 4 into 2i 8i plus 2i plus 4i square divided by denominator is what a plus b into a minus b form, that is a square minus b square, 1 square minus 2i whole square, 2i whole square is 4i square, 4i square, correct? This is 4i square I. Next coming to here 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9i, 2 4s are 8i minus 12i divided by 2 square is 4 minus 9 I square. So if you are able to write, you can directly write also, doesn't matter. This is 4 8 I plus 2i 10 I terms separately 4. This is what I square is minus 1, so 4 minus 4, this is 1 plus 1 plus 4 because I square is minus 1. 6 this is 6 plus I square, no this is right, minus 9i plus 8i minus I, 6 plus 12, correct? This is 4 plus 9, this is 4 4 cancel, 10i by 5 plus this is 13 minus I by 13, right? Now 13, now that is equal to, this is simply 2i plus 13 minus I by 13, which is equal to, if we simplify it, 13 take it as LCM, 13 ones are 13 means 13 twos are 26i plus 13 minus I, which is nothing but 26 minus, so this is not 13, this is 18, sorry, 18, 18, 18, right? 26 minus I, 26i minus I is 25i plus 18 by 13. Now it is in the form of, you can separate the terms, 18 by 13 plus 25 by 13 I. That means finally we have expressed this whole thing in the form of something like a plus ib. So this is the answer. I hope everyone understood this sum. Question number 2. Determine locus of z. Determine locus of z. That means z means is a complex number. Z such that real part of, that means re of means real part of z minus 4 divided by z minus 2i is equal to 0. So what we need to find? We need to find locus of z such that, so locus of z is different, such that the question is real part of z minus 4 by z minus 2i, they said. That means what? Real part of this whole thing. This whole thing is nothing but it is a complex number. So real part of particular complex number is equal to 0. Then find locus of z. So whenever they are asking for locus for z, let us consider z is equal to x plus iy. Let us say let z is equal to x plus iy. Then first we need to find this complex number value. That means z minus 4 by z minus 2i, that is equal to, now we'll simplify it, x plus iy by 4. In place of z I am writing x plus iy, x plus iy minus 2i. So now we will simplify in the numerator part, write the real part separately. X is real number, minus 4 is a real part, this is imaginary part. That means numerator is again a complex number, and here x is a real part, iy 2y 2i, that means which is common, I if you take common, y minus 2, again it is a complex number. Now it is in the form of z1 by z2, that means division. If it is like this, what we need to do? Use the rationalizing factor for the denominator. That means multiply and divide by x minus I into y minus 2, x minus I into y minus 2. Now we'll multiply this. Need to be careful while calculating. X minus 4 into x, first part is x minus 4 into x minus 4 into x, next x minus 4 into y minus 2, that is minus I into x minus 4 into y minus 2. Next I yx, that means xy. Next I with I, that is minus I square into y into y minus 2. This whole thing. Again, let us consider this is a, this is b. That means a plus b into a minus b. As we know, a square minus b square, that is x square minus I square into y minus 2 whole square. Right? This whole thing is this value. Now multiply x square minus 4x. Next minus I into x into y, xy. Next x into 2 minus 2x minus 4y plus ixy. I square is minus 1, so plus y into, that is y square, I square is minus 1, so y square minus 2y whole divided by x square, I square minus 1 again, so y minus 2 whole square. Now we'll simplify, we'll separate all the real parts and imaginary parts. X square minus 4x, here see in the last y square minus 2y. Here if you take out I common, minus I, just keep it like that, xy minus 2x minus 4y. Here also I'm taking minus I common, so which will be minus xy cancel, divided by, you just keep x square y minus 2 whole square. Now here separate again real and imaginary parts, that is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y divided by x square plus y minus 2 whole square. Next, this is imaginary part. Let us take, if you want, you can take I common or minus I common, whatever, minus I into minus 2x minus 4y divided by x square plus, I have separated into two parts. Now, you just tell me, let us consider this is a, this plus ib. Okay, it is in the form of a plus ib. Now it is a complex number. This is what? Z minus 4 by, this whole thing is Z minus 4 by Z minus 2i, correct? Z minus 2i. This whole thing is Z minus 4 by Z minus 2i. Now, given condition is what? Real part of Z minus 4 by Z minus 2i is 0, they said. given that real part of z minus 4 by z minus 2i is equal to 0. But what is the real part of z minus 4 by z minus 2? We have done in the, in the next previous step, that is x square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y divided by x square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to 0. By cross multiplying, you will get x square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y is equal to 0, which is the locus of z. So which is nothing but locus of z, which is required locus of z. So this is the answer. Thank you for watching, and we'll see some more concepts in the next video. Thank you.